Hey Jim, hope you're not getting bored with the Oldsmobile. I took it for a drive the other night and, the other afternoon I got a little bit lost and ended up going further than I expected. So it started to get dusk before I got home. Noticed that these headlights, they're 6 volts, so they're pretty dim to begin with, but then they were aimed horribly. And I think the problem is this one points at the sky because of this accident damage. So I'm going to try to take off this headlight door rim, whatever it is, headlight ring, and maybe even this inner one, and try to straighten them out a little bit. I know it's going to be, I'll probably make them uglier, but I would like them to at least be in a better shape where I can aim this headlight back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, that came off fairly easy. It's pretty badly damaged, and it's got a wire framework on the inside. Let's see if I can work around that a little bit. And then I think I'm going to remove this ring here and try to repair some of this damage. Well, I'm not the greatest metal worker, but it is better than it was, arguably. The headlight can be aimed correctly now, so that's the real argument towards it being better. Is it any prettier? No, absolutely not. Don't ask me to hammer your dents out. Now I'm going to see if I can put the original radio back in. I know it's never going to work, but I just wanted to have that nice original look. I have the clock for above as well. Let's have a look at the radio. I'm going to do it from this side because the seat's kind of collapsed over there and the steering wheel's in the way. So here we come. I have the original trim piece and the original knobs, and I have one of the nuts. I have to come up with another one of those. The radio, very corroded, nasty. I know you can't really read here. I would have to take this front piece off to clean the inside, and I don't know anything about radios, so I don't want to do that. And it would be lovely if it worked, but I really wouldn't care. I like to listen to the car. So I just want it to look nice and original. I'll put the back on here again, and I will just leave it as it is. And if someone in the future wants to restore it, they certainly can. Hopefully I can just get it back in there without too much fuss. Well, I've given the radio one last wipe down, and of course didn't really change the rust situation much. Conveniently, look at this. The inside of the glove box is missing. I have it. It's just not in, obviously. But it looks like it's going to make it way easier because I think that hole right there is a mounting hole for the side of the radio that would correspond with that mount right there. And that is a 1/4 thread. So I already have a couple of bolts ready to go. So I think I'm going to start by removing this piece of fallen ductwork and that wire. I'm just going to cut it. The duct goes way up and over to the other side, and I just need to get it out of the way. Plus, it's been kind of interfering with the accelerator. So let me do that. This is cool. Look under here. There's a little door here that says open for summer, ventilation, close for winter heating. Okay. Well, that's it. Looks like might be the heater core in there, or part of it. How crazy! You have to reach under here and open this by hand underneath the glove box. And there's another one over here. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Oh, and there's another one. You can see right over there, a big round one. Let's have a look at that. That's pretty big. That's like, okay, and look at that. And yet, it's wide open at the bottom here anyway. So, I guess that's just if you want maximum airflow. And that's just, you get some airflow whether you like it or not. Yeah, and now I see why the windshield wipers seemed a little wonky. As you can see right here, that's the windshield arm. I pull it, and it's not connected over here. And it's got some weird loop. I would think windshield washer, but this car doesn't have windshield washers, I don't think. I think I need to find an original owner's manual, because this thing's kind of like stepping on board a Russian spacecraft. I really don't know what I'm looking at, so I need an owner's manual. And after a tremendous amount of online research, I was able to find not only an owner's manual, but an actual honest-to-goodness reprint of the factory service manual that they sent out to the dealership technicians. So once that arrives, I should be able to figure out everything about this car, hopefully. And I'm not going to allow mission creep to take me away from the task at hand here. I'm not going to mess with all the wires I'm seeing. I'm not going to mess with all of that ductwork that I need to figure out how it works and where it goes. My mission is to put in the radio. It's not to fix the windshield wipers. It's to put in the radio. So that's what I'm going to do. Stop it, car. How exciting. It's back in the dash for the first time since probably the 80s. I only have one bolt barely in. I got to put the rest in now. I know that dial looks pretty rough, but having this in the car again is just spectacular. I'm putting in the very last pieces. These little knobs, they have a tiny little set screw. Where is it? There it is. Tiny little set screw. So you position that over the flat side of that knob and then tighten it up with a little bitty screwdriver. And there we have it. I know, it doesn't work. I know, it's ugly. But you know what? It's way better than the hole in this dashboard was. So putting it back in, fantastic. And watch this. Let's get rid of this hole and make the whole dashboard look better. Well, there it is. Yay! I love it. The dashboard is complete. Thank you. And thanks for watching.